Grand rising, everybody. Grand rising as I'm seeing the sun about to come over the horizon. Early in the morning after I do my little spiritual thing, I get on these charts. You feel me? Now, as we all know, the altcoins is taking a hit as well as Bitcoin. Why when Bitcoin takes a hit, the altcoins plummet? Because in cryptocurrency, astrologically, Bitcoin is the sun. So if the sun is taking a hit, so does the rest of the planetary energies, right? If the sun ain't feeling good, neither is the rest of the planets. Some of them. Well, that's kind of how I look at it, because Bitcoin does represent the sun in astrology. Now, I already predicted that Bitcoin was going in the 52,000 range back when it was doing all of this nonsense up here. People didn't believe me, and I would be in groups shouting, now Bitcoin going to 52K. No, it's not. No, it's not. Bitcoin going to 52K. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm like, okay, watch. Why did I say that? Well, I'm looking at the daily chart. So I do my top-down analysis. Now, those of you who understand what I'm talking about, you understand what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, I'm dropping some terms. You can go look these up. Top-down analysis basically is when you go to a higher time frame, you take a look at the movement of the chart, then you can see exactly where the chart is going, where the market is going. I knew Bitcoin was going to plummet. Why? Because it reached a level of resistance that it could not break. It tested it here, it came down, tested it here, came down even lower. Then when it went back up, it still didn't hit that line. I said, oh, for me, this is what we call a double top. And it's about to plummet down to the next level that it never retested. Now, in the markets, once it breaks a zone, it needs to come back and retest the zone. So what you see here, I mark up my chart with Fibonacci in support and resistance zone. Let me remove some of this noise so you get a clear understanding what I'm talking about. So this is what we call a naked chart. And these are my alert set. My alert set are set by support and resistance zones that Bitcoin never retested when it broke out the zone. Okay, it met a level of resistance here, meaning it never broke this level. It came down, it went back up, it didn't even break that zone, and then it went down lower. And look where it's headed, right to my alert zone. I have an alert set here at 52.3, and I have another alert set at 46.575. I don't know if it will go that low, but if you were going to buy, I would say dollar cost average within this zone of 53K and 46K. Those y'all know what dollar cost average is. You know, look that up, another term. Now, if you're into the altcoins, don't fret. They're doing this to shake you out. This is what they do. And if you understand how the markets move, you would be looking for buying opportunities when Bitcoin comes into these zones. Now, I use Fibonacci, right? I already broke that down before. If you don't understand what that means, go and look it up. But before I continue, I wanted to say this. I made a video about a month ago saying that Uranus just went into Taurus and Mars just went into Aries on the sidereal timeline, which will cause a lot of volatility because Aries is, Mars in Aries creates a lot of activity. Uranus in Taurus will create a lot of volatility in markets, in anything the financial markets. And since it crossed over, that's all we heard was a lot of volatility going on in the markets. And I said Uranus is incredibly unstable and unpredictable, so you will have to hedge your bets because you do not know which way it will go. Some stocks or crypto will plummet while some will skyrocket. Okay, but you just don't know which way it will go, so you have to hedge your bets. So what do? I mark up my chart in zone and I watch the movement. And it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's about to hit my alert, which will alert me to understand and see and watch the market to see if Bitcoin will be in any form of support to this zone. Will it hold that zone or will it continue on to the next zone? Which means this is buying opportunities within this zone. Those who do not understand that will lose a lot of money, will sell off a lot of crypto instead of looking at it as a time to buy. You never buy when it reaches its high. You buy when it reaches its low. So I'm going to put back up all my indicators on the chart. Now I have a zone here, right? These are my zones. What you're seeing, these numbers, this is what we call a Fibonacci. And the golden numbers are the golden ratio, and the sky blue numbers are most likely the bottom that it will reach before it reverses and goes back to continuation to the upside. Watch when Bitcoin gets into the 52K zone. See if she can hold and maintain a level of support, because this is where it last had a level of resistance and it never retested it. It came down and kissed it. She bounced right back up. Will she come back down again? This is why you have to show patience when you trade. Now she's into the zone. Is she going to hold it? If she shows that she can hold it, this is when you go to your altcoins and you start to buy. Now, if she shows that she can't hold it, this will be the next buying opportunity within this zone. And this will be your buying opportunity within your altcoins. All right, give y'all a little tidbit, this is how I trade, right? I am not a day trader. I don't trade all day, even though I'm going to start because, you know, I'm getting good at this thing on showing where the zones are. And as you can see, everything is bearish. We don't have much bullish momentum. Everything is bearish on the RSI. This is how I understand, and I look for diversions in the chart to see which way it's going to go. Now, up here, when it was meeting a lot of resistance, down here, it was showing diversions. So I was like, Bitcoin finna plummet. And look, Bitcoin plummet. And look where she needled at. I'm going to zoom in. She almost touched my zone. I have my alert here. I'm still thinking she's going to come down. She's shaking people out because she never retested the zone. And she's retesting it now. So this is when you look for your buying opportunities or your entries. Now, enter small. Enter in small amounts, because if she continues to fall, then you want a dollar cost average, because when she comes down here, this is when you probably want to enter in a little bit more coins than when you entered here. Let's say you just bought $1 worth of Bitcoin. I'm just putting money out there just to see what she does. If she comes down and she tests the next zone, put $3 in. And if she reaches the bottom of the zone, it's going to be quick, because she's going to bounce back so fast, then drop $10 in there. So by the time she recovers, you will recover all the money that you put in. And then when she takes off, your pockets will look a little fatter. And do the same thing with the altcoins. Learn how to mark up your charts, guys. Therefore, you won't be all nervous and tripping out and really relying on other people's opinion on where the market will go. The market will show you where it's going as soon as you learn how to mark it up appropriately. All right, it's your girl, Shop Bliss, a.k.a. Mama T. Y'all be good. Mwah. Bye, babies.